Chapter 1 The effect of practice is returned 10,000 times. You are listening at thousand-fold.Audio. In Xuanhuan City, the Yang family performed martial arts. Young boy and girl in strong attire practiced martial arts against the morning glow, making loud humming sounds from time to time. Ding! The 10,000-fold return system for cultivation effect is officially activated. At this time, a crisp mechanical reminder sounded in Yang Feng's mind, shaking his mind, and he couldn't help but pause for a while practicing martial arts, with an ecstatic look on his face. After 16 years, my system is finally activated. Yang Feng stopped practicing martial arts, sighed in his heart, and began to check the specific functions of the system. Soon, Yang Feng figured out the function of the system. The function of the system is very simple, that is, the cultivation effect will be returned 10,000 times. No matter whether Yang Feng is practicing kung fu or martial arts, or learning alchemy, refining tools and making talismans, he can get 10,000 times the return of the cultivation effect. For example, if Yang Feng practiced the body tempering art once, the system would return times the training effect, which is equivalent to Yang Feng practicing the body tempering art times. For example, if Yang Feng has practiced Tiger Fist once, the system will return times the training effect, which is equivalent to Yang Feng practicing Tiger Fist times. What's even more valuable is that 10,000 times return ignores everything, and directly applies the result of 10,000 times the cultivation effect to Yang Feng, without worrying about energy consumption, his body can't bear it, etc. It's very powerful. After learning about the specific functions of the system, Yang Feng began to practice the body tempering art with excitement and anticipation. Body tempering art is a technique for body refining warriors to temper their bodies and enhance their strength and speed. There are a total of movements, and each movement must be very standard in order to achieve the effect of tempering the body. Soon, Yang Feng practiced the body tempering technique once. Ding! You have practiced the tempering body Jue once, and the training effect will be returned 10,000 times, and your power speed will be doubled. At this time, a clear reminder sounded in Yang Feng's mind. An invisible force entered Yang Feng's body and began to strengthen Yang Feng's body. When the invisible force receded, Yang Feng's strength and speed doubled. I'm a heavenly martial artist of the 4th level of body training, with a strength of kilograms. Now, my strength has doubled. Don't I have a strength of kilograms? Also, my strength has increased so much all of a sudden, but I don't feel any hunger. This shows that the energy of the 10,000-fold return effect is provided by the system. I don't need to consume my own energy. I can practice continuously without worrying about my body being sucked dry and dying. Feeling the surging power in his body, a gleam flashed in Yang Feng's eyes, and he muttered secretly in his heart, and continued to practice the body tempering art. Ding! You have practiced the body tempering art once, and the training effect will be returned 10,000 times. Your strength and speed have reached the limit of the body tempering art. Please change to a more advanced exercise. When Yang Feng finished practicing the body tempering Jue for the 2nd time, a clear reminder sounded in Yang Feng's mind. An invisible force entered Yang Feng's body and strengthened it. After the invisible force receded, Yang Feng's strength and speed reached the limit of body tempering art. Streams of pure Xuanqi grew in his dantian, allowing him to directly break through the bottleneck of the body refining state and be promoted to a true Qi state warrior. The effect of fold return is really too powerful. I only practiced the body tempering art twice, and I was directly promoted to the real Qi realm, becoming the strongest of the younger generation of the Yang family in Xuanhuan City. I don't have any exercises for the real Qi realm on hand, so I can only show off my cultivation of the real Qi realm. Go to the Gongfa Pavilion to get a copy of the true Qi realm exercises. However, it will take more than an hour for the family practice pavilion to open. I can practice martial arts during this time. After feeling the surging power in his body and the strong true energy in his dantian, a look of excitement and anticipation flashed in Yang Feng's eyes, and with a sigh in his heart, he began to practice the martial art Tiger Fist. Tiger Fist is the basic martial skill practiced by the younger generation of the Yang family in Xuanhuan City. When they reach the stage of great accomplishment, they can comprehend the meaning of Tiger Fist. With one punch, the tiger will accompany them. It is extremely powerful. However, the practice of the Tiger Fist is extremely cumbersome, and it takes a quarter of an hour to practice it once. It is extremely difficult to cultivate it to the level of mastery and comprehend the meaning of the Tiger Fist. Of the hundreds of disciples of the younger generation of the Yang family in Xuanhuan City, only a mere 10 or so have practiced Tiger Fist to the level of minor success, and no one has cultivated it to the level of great success and comprehended the meaning of Tiger Fist. From this, it can be seen how difficult it is to cultivate Tiger Fist to the state of great success and comprehend the meaning of Tiger Fist.Ding. You have practiced the Tiger Fist once, and the training effect will be returned, times. Your Tiger Fist has been completed, and the power of the Tiger Fist has doubled when you understand the meaning of the Tiger Fist. After Yang Junqing punched the Tiger Fist once, a clear reminder sounded in his mind. Countless memories about Tiger Fist appeared in his mind, allowing him to instantly comprehend the meaning of Tiger Fist, and practice Tiger Fist to the point of great success. At this time, if Yang Feng wanted to, he could unleash the Tiger Fist at any time, and his fighting power skyrocketed. Feeling the Tiger's Fist in his mind, Yang Feng showed an excited smile on his face, sighed softly that the system is awesome, and began to practice the basic martial arts of the Yang family, the shadowless step. Ding. You have practiced shadowless step once, and you will get back, times the training effect. Your shadowless step has reached the state of mastery, and you have comprehended the profound meaning of the shadowless step. You will disappear without a trace when you move your body. After Yang Feng practiced shadowless step once, a crisp reminder sounded in his mind. Countless memories about shadowless steps appeared in Yang Feng's mind, allowing him to practice shadowless steps to the state of great accomplishment, and with every movement of his body, he could turn into countless afterimages, which were impossible to capture. Ding, ding, ding. At this moment, a series of crisp ringtones came from the edge of the martial arts field, making the boys and girls practicing in the martial arts field involuntarily look towards the source of the sound. All I saw was that the instructor Yang Lin, who was wearing a black tight combat uniform, was holding a big gong and drum, and kept beating. Gather, seeing hundreds of boys and girls in the martial arts arena all looking at him, Yang Lin put down the big gong and drum in his hand and shouted loudly. Immediately afterwards, hundreds of boys and girls in the martial arts field stopped their cultivation and quickly ran towards Yang Lin. I just received a notification from the Patriarch that the elder Xuantian has come to our Xuanhuan city and is visiting the city lord's mansion. An hour later, the elders of the Xuantian sect will come to visit our Yang family, and select some outstanding disciples from our Yang family to go to the Xuantian sect to practice. All of you have a good rest, get ready, and wait for the Xuantian elders' choice. All those selected by the elders of the Xuantian sect will receive generous rewards from the family, and their parents and relatives will also receive special care from the family to live a prosperous life. Looking at the hundreds of boys and girls in front of him, Yang Lin said solemnly. Chapter 2 Bronze Puppet. You are listening at thousand-fold.Audio. Xuantian sect is one of the 5 major powers in our Xuantian domain, ruling hundreds of millions of miles and countless countries. If we can join Xuantian sect, we will be prosperous. I heard that Xuantian has extremely high requirements for the disciples under its command. Even the lowest level handyman disciples have the strength of cultivation above the 7th level of body training. It is very difficult to enter it. I only broke through to the 7th level of body refining a month ago. Maybe I can pass the Xuantian sect's assessment and become a Xuantian sect disciple. I'm only at the 6th level of body refining, and it's very difficult to pass the Xuantian sect's assessment. As soon as Yang Lin's voice fell, hundreds of boys and girls in the Yang family's martial arts field began to discuss loudly, their eyes full of excitement, longing and anticipation. Xuantian is one of the 5 major powers in Xuantian realm, commanding a territory of hundreds of millions of miles, with strong men like clouds under his command, and even the top powerhouses in the virtual fairyland to suppress luck. His strength is terrifying and powerful, and he has dominated Xuantian realm for millions of years. It does not fall, and the foundation is extremely profound. If I can join the Xuantian sect, with the help of the Xuantian sect's resources, and with the assistance of the return system with 10,000 times the cultivation effect, I will definitely be able to rise quickly, become an invincible strong man, and have a long lifespan. That while everyone was exclaiming and discussing, Yang Feng thought for a moment in his heart, and prepared to perform well later and join the Xuantian sect. The fantasy world that Yang Feng traveled through is called Tianwu continent, which is divided into 5 states in the southeast, northwest, and middle regions. Each state has 81 domains, and each domain has an area of hundreds of millions of miles. There are many countries, many forces, strict levels, and constant disputes. Practitioners on Tianwu continent are called warriors and monks. Among them, warriors have 4 major realms, which are the body refining realm, the true energy realm, the true essence realm, and the stellar energy realm. Once the martial artist's stellar energy enters the brain, opens up the sea of consciousness, and produces mana, he can become a monk, and monks have more realms, which are mana, yin and yang, heaven and man, supernatural powers, Jindan, Yuanying, Xuantian, law, cave. Virtual immortal, and true immortal. The Xuanhuan city where Yang Feng is located is a small city in the Liyan kingdom under the jurisdiction of Xuantian. The strongest can only be cultivated at the mana level, and the best cultivation methods can only be cultivated to the mana level. Practitioners in Xuanhuan city want to cultivate to a higher level, they must find more advanced exercises and join stronger forces. That's why Yang Feng wanted to join Xuantianzong and obtain resources such as advanced martial arts and martial arts from Xuantianzong. Time passed quickly like running water, and in the blink of an eye, an hour passed. At this time, an old man wearing a green robe, accompanied by Yang Hao, the patriarch of the Yang family, came to the Yang family martial arts field with several boys and girls. I'm Zhao Hai, the elder of Xuantianzong's outer sect, and I plan to select some outstanding talents from among you to join our Xuantianzong. Those who have confidence in themselves can go up to the ring and fight with our Xuantianzong's bronze puppet. Anyone who can survive the attack of the bronze puppet for 1 minute can join our Xuantian sect and become our Xuantian sect's handyman disciple. Those who can survive the attack of the bronze puppet for a quarter of an hour or defeat the bronze puppet can become the outer disciples of our Xuantian sect. The green-robed old man glanced at the hundreds of disciples of the Yang family in the martial arts arena, and with a big wave of his hand, a beam of light flew out of his body and landed on the martial arts arena, forming a circular arena with a radius of 3 feet. On the top of this circular arena, stood a bronze puppet about Jiangsu tall, wearing a bronze battle armor. I come. As soon as Zhao Hai's voice fell, a young man from the Yang family wearing a brocade yelled loudly and jumped out of the crowd, jumping up and onto the ring. Yang Kuei is a young genius of our Yang family. He is only 15 years old, and he has cultivated to the 7th level of body refining. I don't know if he can pass the examination of the bronze puppet. Looking at Yang Kuei's confident appearance, he should be able to pass the examination of the bronze puppet. That's not necessarily true. Xuantianzong's bronze puppets are very powerful, and they are not so easy to resist. Seeing the actions of the brocade-clothed boy, the disciples of the Yang family in the martial arts field began to discuss. While the disciples of the Yang family were discussing, the bronze puppet on the ring suddenly opened its eyes, and with a flicker of its figure, it turned into a blue afterimage, waved Nuada's fist, and bombarded Yang Kuei's body. Boom! In the midst of a crisp sound, the fist of the bronze puppet Nuada, under Yang Kuei's horrified gaze, bombarded Yang Kuei's chest, causing it to let out a shrill scream, and threw it flying towards the top of the ring, slamming it hard. He fell to the ground, spitting out a mouthful of bright red blood. Yang Kuei was seriously injured by the bronze puppet's punch, which is incredible. Yang Kuei is a martial artist at the 7th level of body refining. Even if he loses to the bronze puppet, he shouldn't be hit hard by the bronze puppet. The bronze puppet is too cruel. I wanted to go up and try it, but now I have to give up. Seeing Yang Kuei being punched out of the ring by the bronze puppet, severely wounded and vomiting blood, all the disciples of the Yang family changed their faces and couldn't help but exclaimed. Some of the 6th level body refining warriors who were eager to try their luck immediately felt overwhelmed, and immediately gave up the idea of trying it out. Let me meet the bronze puppet. That while everyone was discussing, a young man in a blue combat uniform shouted, jumped out of the crowd, jumped up, and jumped onto the circular arena. Xuantian is here. Xuantian is the #1 genius of our young family. He has cultivated to the peak of the 9th level of body training at a young age. He will definitely be able to defeat the bronze puppet and become a disciple of the Xuantian sect. It is said that Xuantian has practiced the shadowless step to the stage of great achievement, and with a single movement of his body, he can turn into countless afterimages, which are impossible to capture. As soon as the young man in Xing Yi entered the arena, the boys and girls of the young family in the martial arts field all shouted loudly, their eyes full of excitement and anticipation. At this time, the bronze puppet on the ring widened its eyes, staring at Xuantian closely. With a flicker of its figure, it turned into a blue afterimage, and rushed towards Xuantian. Faced with the bronze puppet's attack, Xuantian's expression remained unchanged, and he immediately used the Yang family's martial skill shadowless step, turning into a blue afterimage, easily dodging the bronze puppet's attack. Afterwards, Xuantian used a Sheng-level shadowless step, turning into countless cyan afterimages, preventing the bronze puppet from attacking his body, and easily persisted in the ring for a quarter of an hour. Not bad. You have passed the assessment and can become an outer disciple of our Xuantian sect. Come to me. Seeing this scene, Zhao Hai nodded and said softly. Hearing Zhao Hai's words, Xuantian immediately jumped off the ring, walked quickly behind Zhao Hai, and stood side by side with several boys and girls. In the next period of time, more than a dozen boys and girls from the 7th and 8th levels of body training of the Yang family stepped onto the ring one after another. In the end, a girl at the 7th level of body refining, and 3 boys at the 8th level of body refining, survived the attack of the bronze puppets for more than a minute, and became disciples of Xuantian's handyman. Seeing that no one was on stage, Yang Feng jumped up and onto the ring. Yang Feng, a martial artist on the 4th level of body training, what is he doing up here? Isn't he afraid of being punched to death by a bronze puppet? Isn't Yang Feng a 4th level martial artist? How dare he go to the ring? Yang Feng is usually quite calm. Since he dares to go to the ring, he must have something to rely on. As soon as Yang Feng stepped onto the ring, the disciples of the Yang family below all exclaimed, their eyes were full of surprise and doubt. Chapter 3 Tiger Fist. You are listening at thousand-fold.Audio. As the elder of Xuantian, Zhao Hai has excellent eyesight. When he entered the Yang family's martial arts arena, he discovered Yang Feng, a martial artist with true energy. Therefore, when hundreds of youths from the Yang family exclaimed in the martial arts field, the eyes of the Xuantian elder Zhao Hai not far away lit up, and a look of anticipation appeared on his face. Whoosh! In the midst of a clear sound of breaking through the air, the bronze puppet moved and turned into a blue afterimage, and rushed straight to Yang Feng's side. Bombarded away on the head, the bronze puppet has the strength of the 9th level of body training. It can lift a weight of kilograms with a single arm, and its fist strength is far more than kilograms. Once the fist of the bronze puppet landed on Yang Feng's head, it would definitely smash Yang Feng's head to pieces, causing him to die miserably on the spot. Yang Feng won't be scared stupid, will he? Why is Yang Feng standing there without moving? Could it be that he was frightened out of his wits? Yang Feng, get out of here quickly. Get out of the way. Seeing Yang Feng motionless on the ring stage as if he had been frightened, hundreds of boys and girls of the Yang family below changed their expressions drastically and exclaimed loudly. Tiger Fist. When everyone was exclaiming, Yang Feng let out a soft drink, and the true energy in his body surged, and he unleashed the Tiger Fist to meet the bronze puppet. Roar, roar, roar. All of a sudden, there were loud whistling sounds coming from the arena. A phantom of a fierce tiger condensed above Yang Feng's head, and with the swing of his fist, it rushed towards the bronze puppet. Boom! With a crisp sound, Yang Feng's fist collided with the fist of the bronze puppet. The terrifying power suddenly exploded, smashing the fist of the bronze puppet directly, and bombarded the bronze puppet's chest without any reduction, causing it to be thrown backwards, and fell fiercely out of the ring. Tiger Fist intent. Yang Feng has cultivated the Tiger Fist to a great level. With one punch, the bronze puppet was severely injured and sent flying. Yang Feng should be promoted to a warrior of true energy. It's really shocking that Yang Feng is a true Qi realm warrior. I thought Yang Feng was a 4th level body refiner. I didn't expect him to be a true energy fighter. It's unbelievable. Yang Feng is just an ordinary disciple of the family, and he has no money to buy precious body-quenching potions. How could he cultivate to the true energy state at the age of 16? Seeing Yang Feng blowing the bronze puppet into the air with one punch, hundreds of disciples of the Yang family below all showed shock expressions, and started discussing involuntarily, their eyes full of disbelief. Good, very good, excellent. Yang Feng, from now on, you are the outer disciple of our Xuantian sect. This is the interspatial ring that I knocked out. There is 100 cubic space in it. I will give it to you as a meeting gift. Zhao Hai moved and landed on the ring, took out a space ring from his arms, and handed it to Yang Fengdao. Thank you Elder Zhang for the reward, I will remember it in my heart, and I will definitely reward you in the future. Yang Feng took the space ring, and thanked loudly with a grateful expression. Space rings are extremely precious items. Generally, only monks and warriors with strong backgrounds have space rings. As one of the 3 major families in Xuanhuan City, the Yang family, only the head of the family and some ancestors who have retreated and don't care about world affairs have space rings. It can be seen how precious the space ring is, and how generous Zhao Hai is. Of course, it can also be seen from this how much Zhao Hai values Yang Feng and how high his expectations are for Yang Feng. Otherwise, how could Zhao Hai, who met for the first time, give Yang Feng such a precious gift? Yang Feng, I'm going back to Xuantian in the afternoon, and I'll give you a whole morning to deal with housework. After you have settled the family affairs, go to Xuanhuan City Lord's mansion to find me, and follow me to Xuantian to practice. Seeing Yang Feng's actions and hearing his words, a faint smile flashed in Zhao Hai's eyes, and he said softly. Yes, Elder Zhao. Yang Feng responded respectfully. After receiving Yang Feng's affirmative answer, Zhao Hai greeted Yang Hao, the head of the Yang family, put away the ring, took a few boys and girls, and Yang Tian and other disciples of the Yang family, and left the Yang family's martial arts arena. He walked in the direction of the city lord's mansion. Yang Feng, Elder Zhao values you very much. I hope that after you enter the Xuantian sect, you will work hard to cultivate and not disappoint Elder Zhao's expectations of you. Today, I will arrange a well-paid and easy job for your parents, let them live a life of luxury, and solve your worries. At the same time, you can also ask for any request, as long as our Yang family can do it, we can satisfy you. After Zhao Hai left, Yang Hao, the head of the Yang family, walked quickly to Yang Feng's side and said with a smile on his face. Patriarch, I want to enter the family Kung Fu pavilion and choose some Kung Fu skills to practice. Yang Feng responded without hesitation. With my token, you can directly enter the Gongfa pavilion and choose the martial arts and martial arts inside it will. Yang Hao took out a token from his pocket and handed it to Yang Fengdao. Thank you, Patriarch. Yang Feng took the token from Yang Hao, thanked him, and left the martial arts arena under the envious eyes of many disciples of the Yang family. Soon, Yang Feng came to the Yang family Gongfa pavilion. At this time, the gate of the Kung Fu pavilion was closed tightly, and a faint light curtain enveloped the entire Kung Fu pavilion so that outsiders could not enter it. Seeing this scene, Yang Feng's expression remained unchanged, and he walked quickly to the gate of the Gongfa pavilion, took out Yang Hao's token from the space ring, and placed it on the light curtain. Sensing the magic circle on the token, the light curtain immediately retracted automatically, and opened a light door about Jiangsu wide and 2 meters high at the gate of the Gongfa pavilion. Yang Feng glanced at the guangmen, walked in directly, then pushed open the door of the Kungfu pavilion, and entered the Kungfu pavilion. The Yang family's Gongfa pavilion is divided into 6 floors. The first floor contains various travel notes, history books, and other miscellaneous books. The second to 6th floors are respectively dedicated to exercises in the body refining realm, true Qi realm, true Yuan realm, stellar Qi realm, and mana power realm. Law and martial arts. After Yang Feng entered the Kungfu pavilion, he didn't stay on the first floor, but went straight to the 3rd floor. looking for suitable Xuanqi realm exercises and martial arts. The Yang family has a lot of true energy realm exercises and martial arts, there are hundreds of them. Looking at the bookshelves on the third floor of the Gongfa Pavilion and the dazzling array of books on the bookshelves, a bright light flashed in Yang Feng's eyes, and he sighed softly. After sighing with emotion, Yang Feng walked to a bookshelf and began to read the martial arts and martial arts on it. Chapter 4 Dragon Elephant Skill. You are listening at thousand-fold.Audio. Flame palm, cultivate to the state of great achievement, and shoot with one palm, with the effect of burning flames. Kamikaze legs, cultivate to the state of great achievement, your legs are like the wind, come and go without a trace. Brave bull strength, when you have cultivated to the state of great achievement, you will have the strength of a bull. With a single punch, it will be like a bull trampling on you. Dragon Elephant Kung Fu, the top body training method. Every time you run the Dragon Elephant Kung Fu, your strength will increase by 1 kilogram. The more times you do it, the more power you will increase until you have the power of a dragon and an elephant. Remarks: it takes an hour to practice the Dragon Elephant Kung Fu once, and the speed of practice is too slow. It is not recommended to take the Dragon Elephant Kung Fu as a major exercise, and it is recommended to take the Dragon Elephant Kung Fu as a minor exercise. The upper limit of Dragon Elephant Kung Fu is the highest. Let's practice Dragon Elephant Kung Fu. After reading dozens of exercises, Yang Feng fixed his eyes on the Dragon Elephant art and said softly to himself, in the Tianwu continent, the power of a dragon refers to the power possessed by a sky dragon, the power of an elephant refers to the power possessed by a wild elephant. The power of a bull refers to the power possessed by a bull has a strength of about kilograms, the power of one elephant is to the power of 10,000 oxen, the power of one dragon refers to the power of 10,000 phenomena. When the Dragon Elephant Kung Fu is cultivated to its peak, the practitioner can possess the power of one dragon and one elephant, and the upper limit is extremely high, in terms of strength. Dragon Elephant Kung Fu is not inferior to many monk Kung Fu skills that can be cultivated to the level of mana, or even higher. Of course, the disadvantage of Dragon Elephant skill is also obvious, that is, the speed of cultivation is too slow. Run once an hour to increase the strength by 1 kilogram, if you practice 12 hours a day, you will increase your strength by 12 kilograms. 1 year of uninterrupted practice, 380 hours a day, can increase, kilograms. 10 years of uninterrupted practice, hours a day, can increase the strength of, kilograms, although it is good to increase the strength of more than 4 kilograms in 10 years, it is really a waste of time for many geniuses with good cultivation talents. After all, in 10 years, many geniuses have been able to cultivate to the level of mana, with the power of 20 cattle, and their lives have been transformed, with a lifespan of 500 years, however. Unless the Dragon Elephant Kung Fu is cultivated to the peak and condenses the body of the dragon elephant, life can be transformed and have a longer lifespan. As for cultivating the Dragon Elephant Kung Fu to the peak, no one thought about it at all, because it was impossible. The inability to transform life and to have a longer lifespan is the biggest shortcoming of Dragon Elephant Kung Fu, and it is also the reason why Dragon Elephant Kung Fu is rated as a real energy realm Kung Fu method, which is used by real energy warriors for body training. However, Dragon Elephant Kung Fu is a very weak body training technique for others, but to Yang Feng, it is a very terrifying and powerful top-level body training technique, which can quickly improve his strength and combat effectiveness. After making a decision in his mind, Yang Feng picked up the Dragon Elephant Kung Fu and studied it carefully. After Yang Feng had memorized the contents of the Dragon Elephant Kung Fu by heart, he put the Dragon Elephant Kung Fu on the bookshelf, and began to practice on the training platform on the side of the Kung Fu pavilion. Ding! You have practiced the Dragon Elephant Kung Fu once, and the effect of the practice will be returned 10,000 times, and your strength will increase by 10,000 kilograms. After Yang Junqing had practiced the Dragon Elephant Kung Fu once, a clear reminder sounded in his mind. Immediately afterwards, waves of terrifying power grew from Yang Feng's body, increasing his strength by 10,000 kilograms. A monk who has just entered the realm of mana has only the strength of 200 oxen, or, million kilograms. If I practice Dragon Elephant Gong for 12 hours a day, I can increase my strength by 12 kilograms a day. In 1 month, I can increase my strength by 360 million kilograms, and have the strength of 36 cattle, which is stronger than that of a monk who has just entered the realm of mana. Hearing the prompt from the system, and feeling the surging power in his body, a gleam flashed in Yang Feng's eyes, and he muttered with excitement and anticipation on his face. After muttering, Yang Feng left the Gongfa pavilion and walked towards his own home. Xiaofeng, the Xuantian sect is one of the 5 great powers in our Xuantian domain. The strong are like clouds, and the arrogance is like rain. After you enter Xuantianzong, you must act in a low-key manner, and try not to have disputes and conflicts with others. As the saying goes, take a step back and broaden the sky, be patient in everything, and don't fight with others. In everything you do, your own safety must come first. Anything that may endanger your own safety, no matter how much reward you get, don't do it. Your mother and I don't have high expectations for you. We don't ask you to become a peerless powerhouse. We only hope that you can come back alive. Yang De looked at Yang Feng, who looked immature, and explained with a solemn expression. Xiaofeng, you must remember what your father said, and you must come back safely. Yang's mother, Zhao Xia, said to Yang Feng with a solemn expression. Father, mother, don't worry, your son will come back safely. Also, if your son is not by your side, you can give me another brother and sister, and let them accompany your elders, so that you will not be too lonely. Yang Feng looked at his parents with a smile on his face and said, after finishing speaking, Yang Feng waved his hand, bid farewell to his parents, and walked towards the city lord's mansion. Not long after Yang Feng left the house, he was stopped by Yang Hao, the head of the Yang family. Yang Feng, here are 10 bottles of Xuanhuan pill and a gold ticket of, gold coins. It's a gift from the family. Please accept it. As the strongest and arrogant of the younger generation of our Yang family in Xuanhuan City, after you arrive at Xuantianzong, you should take care of our Yang family disciples in Xuanhuan City as much as you can. As for your parents, you don't have to worry. Our Yang family in Xuanhuan City will definitely take good care of your parents and let them live a prosperous life. Finally, I hope you can achieve something in the Xuantian sect and become an inner disciple of the Xuantian sect, or even a true disciple. Yang Hao handed a package to Yang Feng Dao. Yang Feng took the package, put it in the interspatial ring and said, My lord, as a member of the Yang family in Yangxia Guangcheng, I will take care of our Yang family's disciples in Xuantianzong. When I become a true disciple of the Xuantian sect and have a certain amount of power, I will select a group of boys and girls from our Xuanhuan City Yang family to join the Xuantian sect to cultivate a group of elites for our Xuanhuan City Yang family. After getting Yang Feng's affirmative answer, Yang Hao showed a happy smile on his face, encouraged Yang Feng a few words, and let Yang Feng leave. After bidding farewell to Yang Hao, the patriarch of the Yang family, Yang Feng went straight to the mansion of the city lord of Xuanhuan City, found Zhao Hai, the elder of Xuantianzong, and flew in the direction of Xuantianzong in Zhao Hai's spirit weapon flying boat.